So till now, whatever we have done, with the help of that, we will try to understand Indian monsoon system. Now, India's climate is highly influenced by, you know, these monsoon winds, and that is the reason we have monsoon type of climate. So there are various factors which are responsible for the, you know, for these for this mechanism of monsoon, and you have read also. Let's try to understand them with the help of this map. The first one is the differential heating and cooling of land and water, and the second is the shifting of ITCZ. So you already know that during summers, ITC shifts towards Tropic of Cancer. Now, because of this, what happens? This Indian land mass gets intensely heated up. Okay, so that is the reason we have summers. Now, land gets heated faster than water. So here, low pressure would be created. And on the water, because of low temperature, high pressure would be created. Okay. So during summers, what happens? The winds, they blow from sea to land. Why? Because here the pressure is low and here the pressure is high. Obviously, when they are blowing over the ocean, they carry lots of moisture with them, and that results into rainfall during monsoons. Other factor is Tibetan Plateau. Now, Tibetan Plateau, is a dry place, and because of that, it gets intensely heated up during summers. Now, that intense heat creates low pressure over the Tibetan Plateau, means warm air rises up. Okay. Now, this plays a major role. How? Tibetan Plateau affects the Indian monsoon, means the higher the low pressure, more strong would be the monsoon. Now, how that happens? Here, jet streams also plays a major role. Now, what are jet streams? That also we have done. These are, strong winds, very high speed winds which blow over the, which blow at the upper layer of troposphere. So in winters, when they blow from the south of Himalayas. Okay. And that is the reason during winters this northwestern part of India have rainfall. Why? Because these westerlies, they bring moisture with them from Mediterranean Sea, and which we call western disturbances. Okay. But during summers, what happens? These westerlies, they, or subtropical jet streams, they shift towards the north of Himalayas. Okay, as the ITC shifts towards north, so these subtropical jet streams also shift towards north of Himalayas. Now they blow over the Tibetan Plateau. Now this collision of subtropical jet stream and the warm air from the Tibetan Plateau, gives birth to easterly jet stream. Now, this hot tropical easterly jet stream intensifies Indian monsoon. Now, how does that happen? When this, easterly jet stream blows over the Indian subcontinent, it pulls the surface air. It blows over the Indian subcontinent. At that time, it pulls the surface air. Now, already there is low pressure, and because of these easterly jet streams, more low pressure is created. जितना ज़्यादा लो प्रेशर होगा, उतने ही ज़्यादा मॉनसून विंड्स वो अपनी तरफ खींचेगा. So this is how jet streams, Tibetan Plateau are responsible in intensifying India's monsoon. Okay. Now you must have heard about Madagascar. It's a country near Africa. Now this also plays a role in Indian monsoon. So here we have what type of, when we have summers here, at that time southern hemisphere experiences winters. So here the pressure is high. So the high pressure on Madagascar also intensifies our monsoon winds. So when these winds they move towards Somalia, and when they cross this equator, at that time they get deflected towards India. Now there are two reasons basically. One is deflection is due to Coriolis effect, okay, and other reason is low pressure over Indian landmass. तो ये अपनी तरफ इसको खींच लेता है. So that also makes it responsible for Indian monsoon system. So children, these are the some factors. वैसे तो it's a very complicated topic, but there are many things which are involved in Indian monsoon system. But still these are the basic things which I have tried to explain to you.